enjoyable. Sometimes you want the thing, so you buy the thing. It's more expensive than the other things that are similar in spec, but it's different and you want it, so you get the thing. Then you discover the thing is shit. It needs work out of the box, and sometimes you just get a lemon, and this is one of those times. Most people, I would recommend you send said lemon back for repair or replacement. You get to keep your warranty, and it's the retailer's problem. I am not most people. At it again. Bam. It's a double bell. Keep a plastic shit away. That is sweet. It's so tiny. And I just put my knife away. It's free. Nice and tiny. What else we got here? Spec box, which is actually a battery box. Tiny little 11 volt. I believe they're a Li-on. We also got an 11 volt charger, 11 volt Li-on, and they've included, I love these hop-ups. Nope, it's just a regular old Razor hop-up, which they're good. They fit on the inner barrel of many, many things. 8.5mm for the double bells, 9.5 for anything else. I have found if you've got a 9mm barrel, and use the 8.5mm, it's really nice tight fit. Suppressor, wrong caliber, but I'm not going to argue. Some knot gels, and half a mag worth of sample gels. Metal mag. Cool. So, main star. Not an M4. Nice and light and nice and compact. That kind of retained enough. Weighs fuck all. Got some markings. So it's a Knight's Armor. It's KAC PDW. It's not an M4. That is ugly as sin. Oh, it's just a unthreaded, that's a threaded suppressor. Check it gander. It's threaded in there, like a 14mm thread. So for now, I'll just leave it like that. I actually have a 14mm counterclockwise die that I might just tap my own thread onto that if the barrel sticks out of it. I would say it's 24 to 25 centimeters. 240 to 250mm. I don't plan on using the PBS. That's for a 762x39 AK or something. Nice inclusion, I'll make use of it. This battery box. That screws that. Oh, there's little bits coming out of it. Oh, that's convenient. So that battery would fit in there. It's not very convenient. I think the go would be to do that. Sort of just sits together. And this thing, I mean, a drop of super glue would not go astray on that. There we go. Tight fit. And then that screws on and pulls it together. Using anything other than a Tamiya though, you're kind of boned. These literally just sat on there. They're pretty tight. Now though, let's see how she sounds. Safe. Semi is ambidextrous. And I tell people anything ambidextrous, don't just use the slave side. Can use it. There are a number of gears, so I'd recommend using this side. If you are going to use that, I'd recommend using both. Safe. Semi. Nice little pop. Neat. That mag is pretty tight. Actually doesn't want to go in. Just needs a bit of a shove. It's not going to drop out. You have to exposed for my liking. Oh, SLR mag doesn't fit. It's a nice metal mag. Doesn't quite fit. Investigation required. Right. So the double bell mag needs a good shove. Like, really just catches, and that's quite difficult to get out. And this is all nylon, so do yourself a favour. Never late with a Gen 8 mag, which is also a bit tight. There we go. Maybe we just angle it in a bit.
We're fucked, Walter!
Nothing is fucked, dude. Come on. You're being very on, dude.
Wouldn't be Joe if you didn't have to do a little bit of work out of the box. Pistol grips. A little bit smaller than a standard M4 grip.
Not happy, Jen!
All this was supposed to be a nice review. Sometimes you just get a dud. I happen to know double bells normally good value for money. Are they the best? No. Are they the worst? I very much doubt they're the worst, but they normally are really good value for money. Yeah, I've threaded this and put that on. It doesn't matter because that nylon, it just wiggles around, and it's only fixed in that barrel, outer barrel piece. Stops basically here and is screwed in there, so I'm gonna have to shim it. Yay, that's not ideal, especially the way people just shove things around and jam wires in. If you jam them in, plug a battery in, yeah, they're staggered on the wire line, but you don't know better. That could be a major battery fire problem. Yeah, the main issue, and this may be just mine, I don't know. I tried doing a bit of fun with it. Have a shoot. It comes with a metal mag, which is nice. Bring your attention up to this bit though. Fuck ass. There's some bit of scarring going on. Why is that? Well, if I get a gel in the T-piece, fire it, it's getting around that, very high 200s, basically 300 feet a second. And it is advertised as up to 300 feet a second. It's pretty broad. I only got 30 feet a second. Well, it said up to, so yeah. But I don't know if it's just mine or the lot. I have a feeling it's just mine because sometimes you get a dud. If you're a retailer, wholesaler, and you want double bell stuff, they want you to order container load as a minimum, which is good value. You're going to get a really good price per unit. It does mean they're probably banging them out shitloads of the time. I doubt this gearbox is any different from any other double bell, say for the selectors and stuff and the motors, its own thing. This is a $350 blaster that's nylon with a metal gearbox. Double bells are known to break, but that's their own fault because they use a dirty big spring in them with a piston head. It's usually a double O-ring or a really fat single O-ring, but they're a heavy piston and piston head with a big spring, and there's not a whole lot of meat in the front end, so they will wells themselves. Particularly the longer ones seem to do it, but the shorter ones are volumed correctly. This one's, as a guess, is about a 70% cylinder, but yeah, comes with this mag. Does it work? Does it fuck? Like, why is it hard to get in? Well, let's explore that. That's gonna fuck off anyway. Luckily it's mine. It does fit well back here. That's not gonna help. Why is the spring retainer diving off into the gears? That's got a lot of issues in its own. Now, even the T-piece You can see where the magazine's been bashing them. They're not bad barrels. You're stuck with them though, because 8.5mm diameter, and it barely fits in the outer barrel. You really want to see this with no barrel, have a go. Whee! There'll be things I can do to that. Undo these two, the whole outer barrel will come out. Here's the investigation process. Wow, that went straight in. No problems whatsoever. Where is the problem? Well, it's the T-piece. I have to trim this, and I could see this without taking the upper off. Why they do this shit? They've got this bit at the top.
Hold it, what the hell is that shit?
Juts out, so that back of the T-piece doesn't actually contact the gearbox. These other two ribs go into the front of that. That's good. It locates it, makes sure it doesn't go too far back. Nice. Oh, the mag is just stupid tight. There's our T-piece, that's how it sits. Let's go in. It's not going in because it's hitting the T-piece. Hold that there, ready?
And tell them all the ways they have disappointed you.
Yeah, I surmise, ram it in. If we look at the front here, bang, take that camera, fuck off wires. Where can I get it where the light shows what I'm fucking ranting about? That is not really lining up. And when it does, it's pushing. There you go. That'll be where it should sit. But remove the mag. The mag won't go in because it hits the T-piece. Easy fix is strip the bottom of this down, and it's fuck all. I mean, fuck all. Maybe 1-2 mil off that. Maybe taper the inside and outside a little. That way, if it does catch the edge, it rolls into it. Taper the inside so your gels don't get snagged on the outside. It's an easy fix. Now, why did I notice this? Well, I noticed that was a right dick when assembled to get in. Then I took the upper off and that goes straight in. Okay. You can just set that, literally comes right up to the top of the receiver there. The T-piece, when installed, is about 2 mil off that. The only thing that stops this flopping around, because there's nothing in that, it literally just freely rotates. That in the gearbox is all that holds that T-piece stable, and it's not even that stable, it's still got a bit of jiggle about it. Hence why make it a little shorter, paper it out, make it nice. There's not a lot of movement in that magazine, and to be fair, I've no plan of using this. Why fuck around? Use a Gen 8 mag, goes straight in also. That sits a little bit lower, which brings me to how I noticed this is mag problem. I was shooting it bugger all feet per second. Oh, okay, that's weird. I'm going to try a Gen 8 mag. They're an identical pattern because loads of Gen 8 mag, loads of SLR mags. They're the two styles of mag. Typically, I use an SLR mag. I just like them. Doesn't fit in the receiver very well though.
You have a toy body. Yes, I see that from your toy pants.
But that's okay. These ridges in here, I'm just going to file them down. Schmeck. I do that with any blaster. If it doesn't take SLR mags, fucking will by the time I use it. Personal preference. But Gen 8 mags, fitted. Gen 8 mags pushed that less. I got better feet per second. I was getting around 220 feet a second with the Gen 8 mag, but only 140 something with the double Bell mag. I originally thought maybe the mag release is a bit off, but no. That goes in really nice. You're going to buy one, buy Gen 8 mags and trim your T-piece down. So to get this and this and this all back in, it's a cunt of a job. I was lazy and found you can carefully and very patiently shove this through. Oh, you can kind of see them coming, but yeah, don't worry. That struggles way from over. Once you get that through in a barrel in, being a nylon receiver, you can manhandle it a bit from back there. Not hard, it's just different. A lot of people, as soon as it's not a normal M4 that's rear wired, it's too hard, it's shit, I don't like it, I can't figure it out. It's a you problem, not a blaster problem. Might as well make the review about totally tearing it to bits, eh? My plan was to just do a normal review and then do a tear down and upgrade video. I get a dud, schmack. Am I annoyed? No, I was always going to pull this thing apart and do my stuff to it, see what I can get out of it. My actual plan was just to do some basic shimming, short stroking, maybe change a motor, because normally the spring in a double bell's pretty hot. Normal double bells are up to 360 feet a second, like they are mental. Oh, that can just live in there. Hooray! Let's do that first. Does have motor height adjustment, 2mm, dickhead. And I'm told they're a slightly shorter than medium shaft motor, because why would you make something normal? The other thing I have seen on our harder ammo friends, they just replace the grip with an M4 grip. That's not something I want to do. Try and work with what is here. That is tight.
Tight. It is tight.
Fucking most hated way to adjust a motor. Like, just use a bigger grub screw. Fuck. Anyway, I really like what they've done with the wiring in here. It's black now. It's been a little bit trapped. Anyway, very tight, which that's good. Fucking hell. There we go. Very generic motor, medium shaft-ish, D-type pinion at least. Zero torque at all. Pinion's not bad. 2 screws in the grip. Yippee. And there's some nice slots.
I must be gonna be doing the slots.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do some sluts too.
Rather than just a hole, which doesn't help one fucking bit with your wires. Might as well just be a normal hole. But yeah, very small grip, but it's big enough. So all the girls have been saying, liars. I bet it's not a 3mm. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's where it should be. That's where it is. It's got a bit of movement. Probably something I can sort out or deal with. And I will sort out and deal with, but that's a lot. If you do get one, make sure your screw's tight. We could take the stock off, but there's no need. Are we back to 1.5mm? Because it's ambidextrous. We are. If I can pick up the right one. Yep, is there a detent? No detent on this side. They did mesh, and yeah, there's a lot of problems with, while that's unsafe, it might be a little bit off. This one is pretty good. Alright, now this center pin, doing this without leaving evidence is going to be near impossible. I'm going to try.
You fucking donkey!
I now declare this frickin' idiot convention open!
Come on! Come on! Oh, come on!
Oh. Well, that was tight. Slight bend to it so it sits in well. It serves zero purpose except holding this pin. our little slot in it to hold it in. This one does have a detent, which didn't come out. It's fucking great. Just make sure as you bring it out not to lose any of the selector gears. What I like to do, even though that one's just the gear, get something you can scribe it with. Onto that tooth. The fuck is my Sharpie? Because it's mine, I might have to leave this and come back to it. This is where the slave side becoming unreliable. Come on, up here you come. I think that might be nylon. Got a lot of flex to it. Does not want to come out. Definitely nylon. Ah. Righto, so if I keep our slave and master side separated.
You gotta keep them separated.
Right, that can stay there. Metal selector Play-Doh. And this is one of those things where we
Probably can't tell, but I'm flexing my brain like crazy right now.
because that'll come off, guaranteed. That is just horrific. We just coated it in hot glue. Yeah, I fucking hate hot glue. Hot glue and Teflon tape. Two biggest pet hates. Anyway, oh good. Oh, we got a nice thrust bearing on the spring retainer. Some of the double bell M4s now have a really stupidly long spring. Didn't have that much compression out. Might explain why she's diving and stuff, but doesn't feel like much. Oh, come on. One more. 1.4 millimeters, but material's pretty, yeah. Maybe it's the spring that's the problem. It's just as likely it's a dud and it's shit. Let's have a look, see. Let's bring this down a bit so you can see. So, you know what I'm not even doing? Checking out the shoeing. Now they're bearings, so, but zero movement. I mean, there's no movement in it. There's that fat double O-ring. That's not moving. There we go. So we're free. But it seems a bit tight even for bearings. There's a lot of material back here for no fucking, like, does nothing for things. It seems to be more up the front than I remember on a normal double bell. Now there are two versions of double bell gearbox shell. You buy their really expensive stuff like the Draxus. They got a nice, shiny, thicker gearbox. That's quite heavy, even in the front. It's much thicker up here than I remember. It's good, it means we've got potential. That is a retardedly large layer, won't be helping it one bit. Let's fuck that off. That is really in there. There's a 70-ish% cylinder. That is. There's a lot of friction in that, which double O-ring heads, the only purpose you would ever elect to use one of these double O-ring heads, is in a semi-only DMR with a lot of jewels in airsoft, high FPS stuff. They're no good for gel. The nozzle leaks like a sieve. Does seal up. Look at that piston it. Might as well check the AOE. It is barely clearing that tooth, but it has good AOE. Cylinder head's really in there with my greedy fingers. I can't get it out, so I'm not going to anyway. I didn't know better. That's a genuine looking profile rubber. It's very short nozzle, but no one does upgraded nozzles for a double bell that I'm aware of. Spur and sector rubbing a little bit, but bevel and spur look pretty good. Normally all I do on a double bell, I want the spring lowered, at which point I say use a 7-volt, because that's got too much drag to use spring to get it under 300 feet a second. Change your cylinder to a full one on the longer barrel ones, and 100 spring will get these up around 360, 370 feet a second. And nuts. Even to change the piston head to a normal one, just so a single O-ring that doesn't suck, and an M90 will get you, 320 in that mark. Your shorter ones, 300. So you can get them site legal. In saying that though, because you have to do that, like, look how long this stays open. It's still open. That is about to release. There. Let's do it with a piston. No need for a delay chip in gel. So all the way forward. Piston all the way forward. Wind this. We've come back, we've let it gel in. Cycle. Alright. Yeah, in my opinion, this has been back long enough. It's at this point, but that is releasing after it releases that. Like, watch when it releases. Have it. It's nearly forward. It's all the way forward there, and like there's a degree before that slams forward. And in 11 volt, it's already been picked up again. Doesn't even have 90 degrees. It's got about 70 or 80 degrees of rotation before the seal's cracked. This is shit house. Shit house.
Wow, this is garbage.
I know on the AK's profile's a bit different. I just take them out. There's no need for them. Not in gel. Again, the double O-ring head and a tappet delayer. It's airsoft stuff. If you're running a DMR, you may want that. Oh, fuck it. I mean, it's really on there, I'll give them that. God, that is on. Fuck off. Try this again. Pick it up. It's still 7.5 minutes. So what is neat with that is, even if your gel's a little bit oversized, it will feed. I think we'll get away without that. But I know you do. So now, with no tappet delay, back, feeding a gel. Piston sitting right where it's meant to. It's travelling forward. There's a really long tappet plate. I would cut it about here. But even without the tappet delayer, the tappet's home now. We've still got about 90 degrees where it's sealed. There's a massive, there's huge difference. And even all the way back. No seal. Well, why try and double your seal with this bullshit if that's not sealing?
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
There you go, that's a double bell. Now, fuck that piston head off. See what I can do about this. Probably nothing. Can't tell. Maybe trim the tappet. Try and get any form of seal out of at least the nozzle to T-piece. Even if we don't have one between the nozzle and the cylinder head. At speed, that matters less than the nozzle to T-piece, which that's a strong return spring. Nothing's going to be strong enough to get a tappet plate to move forward in about a degree before it releases the piston. It's just not. In this, it would be better to short stroke from the pickup, because if you short stroke from the release side, even though it's only releases about, with the tappet delay is like there. So if you short stroke this side, it's going to release before it's even sent the tappet plate forward. That's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Can I go now?
Anyway, I'm going to decide what to fucking do with this. Yeah, well, that's it. Some review, eh? Bit of a long video too. Thanks for staying till the end. The warranty is proper voided now, but this is the game I play. I was always going to void the warranty anyway. That's how I roll. I'd rather do it myself than trust another tech. To be fair, I could have just trimmed the feed tube of the T-piece and been done with it. It would have worked. Would have worked fine. This was meant to be a simple review video, followed by a disassembly video, some mild optimizing, remove the tappet delay, short stroke, shimming, maybe a spring change, cheap to free upgrade stuff. Then I was going to do a full upgrade. Well, I'm just going to go to town out of the gate now, probably in 2 stages. So there's more videos to come of this. It is a spiraling void, and I'm trapped. The next one will be the first upgrade video, and then there'll be another one that is a more upgrade video. You'll see. I hope this has been a good insight into the Blaster and other V2 double bells. Give me a like and a subscribe. Oh, and feel free to comment. I try to reply to you all, and I'm happy to answer questions. Have a conversation in the comments. Cheers for staying in the end. Stay tuned. Next episode, we'll get this full upgrade done. See how the potential actually works in this. Like, it might not have been good out of the box, but the potential exists, and I'm going to tap into some of that potential and then push it a little bit further. That's what I do. Cheers, fuckers.